Hi, Genki Call here with the Faction Assault for All-Seeing Eye for July 13th, 2021. So before we get started, I want to talk to you about the weapon for this faction, which is the Jar of Eyes. So if you have 410 gems, you can buy the 4 tiers that are needed to get the Jar of Eyes. Also want to point out that, you can get it today only in the Soul Forge for, I keep clicking on the wrong things. You can get it today only for 200 gems and these other resources. So let me show you what the Jar of Eyes does before we get into this, and I'll show you the upgrades. Jar of Eyes, explode brown gems and summon an all-seeing eye troop. The upgrades are Life, Armor, Magic, Life, Magic. Eliminate 2 points of a random skill from the first enemy, steal 2 mana from the first enemy, eliminate 1 magic from the first enemy, and create an ice storm. So that's what you get with the Jar of Eyes. I really enjoy this weapon. It's a lot of fun. I love the all-seeing eye troops. They're a lot of fun as well. Love the design of them. But let's get into the delving. So what I want to tell you right now is I'm going to make 2 videos today for delving. I'm going to make this first one for quick delving teams. Ooh, Sacred Treasure! Woohoo! Fantastic! I'm going to make this first video quick delving teams, and then the second video I will show you ones that you can do at higher level, including 2 High King Iron Gut teams. But for now, let's do some quick delving teams. This one in particular, that is not it. This team you can only use at lower level. When you get to the point that your 2 Rowannes no longer one-shot, this isn't viable anymore. Or at the very least, you're going to have to start shielding them. But this is just for something nice and quick early on. Rowanne is always a nice addition for any team. She's so powerful, but she makes me nervous in delves because we have a persistent team, and when we have a persistent team, if the person shielding your Rowanne gets damaged or killed, Rowanne's not going to do much damage anymore, and that makes me nervous. But for these early levels, I don't have to worry about that at all because I don't have to shield her to get her to do that damage I want her to do. So I'm using the Mountain Crusher, forgot to mention that. I'm using Rowanne, who does scatter damage boosted by her armor. So at this point, without any buffing to her armor, she's getting an additional 296 damage with her scatter damage. And then the Leprechaun, of course, my go-to for exploding things and getting mana quickly. So this team could actually go for me for quite a while. Of course, I'm not going to stick with it because I have too many teams to show you. Now, something else I need to mention. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So every faction in the underworld, except for this one, has 9 rooms in it. I had mentioned in a previous video that it is possible to get all of the rewards from a faction assault by doing the rooms in the right order, by doing them by multiplier and getting the highest multiplier you can as you go along. That is not possible at All-Seeing Eye because there are only 8 rooms, so you will have to spend some gems to get all of the rewards at this particular site. Wanted to be sure and mention that before I forget. Okay, let's see what I'm gonna do. Do this one. That's nice and fast. I love it. Do love my efficient teams. I'll do this one next. Do. Okie dokie. Oops, we can do this already. So nice, love it. Now, one of the best quick delving teams that you can use is actually one that you can also take all the way to the end of the delve to level 500. Never tried it myself, but I hear it can be done. And that is with a double Tesla team. I will be putting that in my next video because it can go all the way instead of in this video. So just look at the descriptions for both of the videos I'm going to put up. I'm going to link the two videos together, and I will have team codes that you can't believe. I've got so many team codes to share with you, different builds of things that you can try. A lot of them are going to be, they're going to be, have certain troops that are in common, like Queen Beatrix, King Gobtruffle, Venoxia, Crimson Bat, all that different kinds of stuff. So I'm a big fan of getting things done quickly, and that is why I like to do it that way. But you know, everyone has their own play style. This is just mine. I probably didn't need to do that, huh? I wasn't paying attention. You are not taking my guys out with that death mark, buddy. Now, one nice thing about Queen Beatrix is that she can cleanse your troops every time you have a match 4. She cleanses your troops. So if you have a negative status effect and she cleanses, as long as she is not stunned at the time, she will remove those negative status effects. So anytime you can use her in a delve, especially one where you know they're going to use negative status effects on you, it's going to be a good idea. And especially right now when we still have random lycanthropy gems, which counts as a death in your delve. Yay, ingots that I don't need. Then she's good to have along. So let's go to the next team. Paste team. I keep talking so much. Why won't you let me paste? Okay, there we go. So here's something to mention. When you paste a code, you see there's an extra space here. If you put an extra space, it won't allow you to use it. So I have to remove that extra space and actually go back to where I copied it from. Let me try this again and remove the space that I put there. I just realized recently why it does that. Why are you still not doing that? Let's try again. Why are you not working? Don't be this way. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll just grab a different team code. And hopefully it'll let me use that. Okay. So we'll just skip that last team for the moment, and I'm going to show you this one. Now, if you have Phoenicia, that is awesome. She is going to do double damage because I'll be using a firestorm. With Sunspear, you have a constant firestorm as long as you have Sunspear traded. So there's that. Maraji Queen gives her a 50% mana start, makes it nice and fast. Really not necessary when I have the potion of enchantment, but I do like things quick. So we're going to go ahead and I'll show you this team. This is a great team for doing the daily adventure board and the dungeon. It's very fast, and I have 2 medals of Nisha, so I can also do level 5 explores with this team very, very quickly. Just as fast as that team. I just wipe them out. It's great. Let's see. I hate Gorbles. I hate anything that can devour my troops, because it seems like every time I face one, they devour me, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I also don't like it when they mess with the order of my team, because I have things in a certain order, and I don't like it messed with because it messes with the synergy of the team. Okie dokie, we'll do this one next. Boom. Nice and fast for early delves. At some point, Phoenicia is no longer as useful because at some point she'll top out with the damage that she can do on one-shotting, and you'll have to start casting with her over and over again, and that's I don't like laying most of my damage on one troop. Although Maraji Queen can do a lot of damage herself, I will use Doom Skulls in delves, but only as a second resort. What am I saying? As a last resort. That's what I was trying to say. Oh my goodness. Only as a last resort. Because Doom Skulls are dangerous, and I don't like taking too many risks in delves because I really hate losing delves. I want my treasure chest, doggone it. Okie dokie. Oh, Leprechaun is one of my favorite troops. Just so versatile. Marilith could be used in this faction, in this delve, as a mana accumulator as well. She's also a wonderful choice, but Leprechaun is empowered, and that makes him super fast. And that's the whole point of these videos, is getting things done nice and quickly. Okie dokie, one more fight with this team. Hey, they death marked me. Haha. You can't hurt me. Okie dokie, let's see what we've got next. Okay, next team. Alright, this team is the one that I used when I was low level. When I first got to the underworld and got these troops, this is what I used for everything. I used it for PvP, I used it for explorers, I used it for anything that I needed a team for, because it is so powerful. The combination of Queen Beatrix and King Gobtruffle, all of the extra turns and the loopings makes it really powerful. Now, as far as the banner goes, you see I've got a minus brown here, and I'm using a brown weapon. If you haven't heard me say it before, the reason I do this, it doesn't matter that I'm doing that, because Queen Beatrix and King Gobtruffle create so much brown that it fills up the Mountain Crusher, and it just keeps going round and round. Okay, I'm gonna... okay. I'm not going to show this one. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to switch back to that other team that I was going to show you. This time I will copy it correctly. Now, the secret to a lot of these teams is the class. So I am using classes with storms starting out. So we've got Nature's Aura that creates a leaf storm. When you've got the Leprechaun blowing things up and you've got a storm bringing down all of those extra gems that you need, it makes it so fast. So if you don't have Queen Beatrix, use Luna and King Gobtruffle. I recommend Beatrix, as I said, because of cleansing the team, but if you don't have her, you don't have her. So here's another one that we can try. I've never actually used Luna with Queen Beatrix before, so this should be fun. Something different. Luna is fun. If you've never used Luna, you're missing out. Luna is fun! Alright, let me give you a closer look at Luna in case, for those of you who have not seen what she does. I'm going to save that one for later. Okay. Here's that trait stone I'm wanting. I want that runic, and I want as many as I can get. So I'm going to save it till I get the multiplier up. Alright. Let me show you Luna. So she does damage to all enemies. She's got a boost because we're doing a delve. 20% chance to dodge skull damage. And this is what's fun about her. Besides the random status effects she does, she explodes a random gem when we match yellow gems. So extra mana accumulation just by matching yellow gems. Very nice. I love it. It's like a poor man's possessed king. Who is in the Soul Forge right now, by the way. I will see if I can make a video on the Soul Forge here coming up. Nice and fast for quick delving. I do like quick delving, especially when I have a ton of teams to show you. Oh, I can't wait for the random lycanthropy gems to go away. But we might have an update today, or it may be next week on Tuesday, where they're going to fix the lycanthropy gem so they're doing what they're supposed to be doing instead of transforming into a fully leveled beast. It will be half the strength of the caster or half the strength that it already was. I'm not sure which way that works, but that's one of the fixes that they're going to have for the lycanthropy gems. And of course, once this campaign is over, we won't have the random ones anymore, which will be awesome because I hate them. I hate them. The random lycanthropy gems really suck. Nice. So this is going really fast with one less room to go through. I guess that's really speeding things up as well. But these are just some nice fast teams. Another thing that you could do is when you create your own team, just use any scatter damage weapon. I recommend the, what's it called? The Orb of Winter is one of my favorite. Fiendfire is another favorite. Dancing Blades. Just find something that does some powerful scatter damage. Put it into your team in the delve because your horde is going to affect what the damage is. Because Luna doesn't usually do 65 damage, it's because my horde, which I believe is at 100, I will go and check that after this battle. Ho 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 ho. Alright, let's back out and look at my horde as well as what my kingdom level is. So we can see that where Darkstone, is it Darkstone? Is it linked to Darkstone? I think it is. Alright, that's the wrong one. So I have this up to level 15, so I have got the bonus 25% twice on the faction horde stats. This is a magic kingdom, so you really want to get that up nice and high. And then, All-Seeing Eye, my horde is at exactly 100, /10, of course. So, in case you were wondering on that, that is where my levels are. And then, I'm going to go back in here, finish up this battle, and show you the next team. Okie dokie. Why not? We'll just finish off with Queen Bee. She's just so powerful. I just love this troop. She is one of my favorites in the team. Favorites in the game, I should say. Okie dokie. Next up. Paste. This is fun. So I am not using the Leprechaun here. I'm using 3 sources of true damage. So we've got Venoxia. So she's creating gems. She's creating green and blue. So the green will feed back into herself. The blue will feed Queen Beatrix. True damage to all enemies. Then we've got, I don't really care about the poison, but gain 1 magic when an ally casts a spell, so that's nice. That means that her damage will go up each time I cast a spell. Queen Beatrix, of course, creates green and brown. She'll feed herself and the Scourge of Honor with both of those, as well as the Mountain Crusher. And this also gain 1 magic when an ally casts a spell. The Scourge of Honor also does true damage, and then he curses and diseases whenever we match 4 or more gems. Plus he explodes an extra green gem at the start of the battle. So we've got all this true damage going on. We've got the Mountain Crusher for quick mana. In case we run out of steam, we just blow off the Mountain Crusher and get it right back. So let's see how we can do. It's not going to be quite as fast as having the Leprechaun on the team, but it'll still be nice and fast. I'm gonna go ahead and do this instead and kill them all. Any one of these 3 troops is going to work for quick delving because they just do so much damage. But if you're lower level, of course, it's not going to be quite as efficient, but you'll get there. It takes a little while, but once you get up there, it's really nice. On higher levels, I do not cast the Scourge of Honor until I'm sure that I use him as a finisher, because Venoxia and Queen Bee, they feed into themselves, but there is no board control with the Scourge of Honor. He does damage, he gets some of his mana back, but you don't retain control of the board like you do with these 2. So I just use him as a finisher if I need him. Oh, I didn't need to do that. Okay, well, who shall I finish off with? Let's use the Scourge. Was just copying the next code. Sorry about that. 350. Definitely this one. Okay, so what shall we do first? This. There we go. Okie dokie, I'm thinking blue. Yeah, let's take the blue. Definitely faster with the Leprechaun, but you could always substitute any one of these with the Leprechaun to make this faster, and then just use these, use the 3 of them on higher delves until it's no longer working the way you want it to, then you switch to another team. But Queen Bee is really really powerful, so I don't recommend replacing her. I would replace the Scourge of Honor before I would replace either one of these 2. Let me see. Brown. There we go. We'll use him as a finisher. Alright, I'm going to do this one, and then I have one more team to show you in this video, and then we'll pick it up in the next video. Just don't want to overwhelm you with too much information at once, because I was looking at that wall of text I had and thinking, people are going to be a little overwhelmed by that, so let's go ahead and cut them a break and split it into 2 videos, so... I do enjoy delving. Delving is fun. Oh, I've got to bank my delve scrolls. I'm not going to have time to use them today, so I've got to be sure and get those banked. Blue. Kapow! There we go. Okay, time for the last quick delving team. I don't remember what it is. I just went and copied the code, but I don't remember what it is. Okay. Paste. Ah, my favorite. Okay, I have taken this team up to about level 400 on some delve sites. I haven't gotten this particular delve site up that far yet, but while I'm thinking about it, I recommend Archer, Orbweaver, or Shaman for this team. The team code I'm giving you is for Archer. I'm going to switch it to Shaman because I need to get that up just 2 more levels to upgrade my kingdom. I want to get that upgraded and get those extra resources, so switching to Shaman just for that, but Shaman also has that Leaf Storm that I like to start off with. Okay? Oh, that was fast. The nice thing about Arachnaean Weaver on this team is that he will blow up things on the board if he makes a kill. So I tend not to cast with him unless he can do a kill on one of those bottom 2 slots. And then he blows things up and gets me lots of mana. I've actually used this team so much. I use it for pet rescues. I use it for all kinds of stuff. We had a pet rescue earlier today and I forgot to do it. We were in the car and my daughter got on there and said, "Mom, there's only 4 minutes left," and she finished it in those 4 minutes using this team. But the Phoenicia team I was using earlier is also very good for pet rescues. Okay, no. Yes, do this one. I could finish off with this right now. I just want to show you how I can blow everything up. It's a good thing I did. I needed to kill an extra troop, so. Okie dokie, 600, I already looked at that. Huh. You can pre-scout out these rooms, I never do. Unless I'm doing pure faction, I don't bother scouting until I get in there, and then I will look and see what order I want to do them in. There we go, did you see that there was a status effect here? I got a match 4 with Queen Bee and it wiped it right out. Of course, with life and death, when you cast, you bless yourself, so it would have removed it anyway, but I'm okay with it getting removed a little earlier. Okay. Hey, Valraven, I just noticed. I'm starting to get tired. Did you notice I stopped talking so much? It's because I'm really tired. That is nothing new with me, though. I'm tired, it seems, all the time. Alright, one more battle. We'll finish up this video and move on to the next in just a bit. But I can be uploading that while I'm working on part 2. Wahahaha. Okay, claim rewards. There we go, that's a nice amount of shards. I don't mind that. Alright, that is going to bring this video to an end. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you find the teams that I posted in the description box below helpful. I put some alternates in there for you. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye!